Hi there everyone, it's Ali here from Speak Dog with Ali. Thanks for joining me today. What I hope to do today is just make a short video on the absolute best way to meet for the first time a dog in shelter, in rescue. And just to demonstrate how calm we actually really need to be to help that dog understand who we are and what's going on. So let's see how far we get with this today. Thanks so much. Okay, so here we are in the kennel block. There's a lot of noise going on from the other residents, and this is Rocky. So he's got enough to listen to with all the barking that's going on. So I'm not going to speak to him. I'm not going to look at him. I'm just going to stand next to him and allow him to start to get to know what I smell like and what is the sort of thing that I do. And I'm calm. I'm not looking directly at his eyes in case that threatens him or engages with him. At the moment, I just want him to be calm. Okay, and so ideally, if you are a prospective family, I actually wouldn't advise first meeting the dog in his kennel because it's not a very big space and you don't want to do anything that puts this dog on edge, and just generally being too close to him might do that. What's much more usual is that a prospective family works with the rescue organisation and actually does the first meeting in more of an open space. And that's much more beneficial to all parties. Just for the purposes of today, I needed to be inside his kennel and not out. We don't actually know too much about Rocky's history. What we do know is that he's around about 4 years old, and for most of those 4 years he's been tied up outside with no real access to shelter or cool shade when required. He's never had anything soft to lie on, so he's got a few sores on his body. As you can see, I have brought my little stool. I'm actually just come to sit and do some Reiki with him today. So, quite nice opportunity to meet him. I'm, as I normally do, just totally disregarding him, no eye contact, I haven't spoken to him yet, I haven't asked him to do anything yet. I don't mind if he comes to investigate who I am, like he has been doing there. He's been pretty gentle, seems like a friendly little lick here and there, and he's sniffing and just getting to know me. But still too early on in our relationship for me to ask him to do anything. So I'm just going to continue to disregard. Okay, and we come in again here, and so it took about 10 or so minutes, and Rocky has decided to come, and there we go, sit next to me, which gives me some information that he's pretty relaxed with me being there. Again, I don't recommend a prospective family coming to meet a dog for the first time to do this in the kennel, but just to show you that it just takes time. This was our opportunity today to meet him. We weren't able to go out and do a sort of meet and greet as a potential family would, so I thought this would be the next best thing. And actually it's quite nice just to show that dogs will calm down if you give them the opportunity to do that, no matter how long it takes. And actually, this didn't, 10 minutes? For me, that's not that long. So after a few moments, I give him the opportunity to come and say hi to me. So I call his name, and invite him to come into my personal space and to come and meet me properly. Isn't he just the most scrumptious dog? Oh my gosh, look at him. Really, really gentle guy. He's quite a big guy. He seems quite physically confident. He certainly doesn't mind pushing up against me, having my hands on him. You'll see he's quite interested in my hands, which is possibly interesting. As I said, we don't know too much about him, but we know that he hasn't had your average start and upbringing in a family and with other dogs. So you can see he's now getting a little bit more pushy with me, which I am having none of. So what I'm politely, gently, but very clearly telling him is that my attention goes away from you the moment you start to do too much. And too much on a first occasion is climbing on. So he started to climb on that occasion, so I just cross my arms and take my attention away from him. He got the message. So I engage with him again, and as you see, he launches straight back into being a little bit too physical again. I mean, to be honest, this isn't the worst, the most energetic, the most physical dog in the world, but it still serves as a really good point that actually even this is too much for a first meeting with a new prospective family. So please remember, it takes weeks, months, more than that sometimes, for a dog to really understand the roles in a new scenario. And for this dog who's never lived in a home before, who knows how long that will take for him to be able to understand the rules and the boundaries within that home. And it's very important for him to understand his boundaries and the structure of the family before anything else. So let's not feel sorry for Rocky because of his poor background so far. Actually, let's just look forward for him to a really nice, appropriate new family who will be able to put structure in place calmly, gently, sometimes maybe firmly, before he gets too much affection. Everything needs to be on the human's terms now in Rocky's life. It is so much more relaxing for him that way. He needs to know that he doesn't make the decisions. Because, let's be honest, he looks like the kind of guy that probably has done and would do given the opportunity. But he just needs this. Look how well he's understood my calm communication with him, based on what we know from true canine nature, what they do with each other. I don't mind a little bit of a chin lick. I think that's very sweet of him. And he's learnt that I don't want him to invade my personal space too much and try and choose what to do on his terms. Just wipe my chin of slobber there. Okay, so that was my first meeting with Rocky, glorious boy that he is. And although it will be a little bit different to the way I would advise a prospective family to meet a shelter dog for the first time, being that I'm in the kennel rather than outside, I really hope this serves as an example of the best way to start a relationship with a potential new family member. Structure first. Teach him that the humans, we make the decisions. and then his life will be smooth from then on. Any questions, do give me a shout. I hope that's been useful for you.